Can you hear it? Shh.
That.
That's the sound
Hello, oh
of
god. We finally
sprouting.
got the stream to work properly. Damn. Okay. Thank God. For the love of hell. We have been trying to get like the stream to work properly for such a long time. Hopefully it doesn't like dies on me midstream. I don't know what happened. We did complain to the internet people. We're like, okay, it's working or not. What's the issue? We did something weird. We changed the server. Hopefully that helps. Not sure.
Going against
But
wind.
it's stable now. I don't know why it wasn't before, but it seems to be stable now. Thank God. Even yesterday, it was like half of the stream was cut off because like we were literally an hour behind. Because of all the drop frames. Okay. What I wanted to do today was, well, actually, we wanted to do that yesterday, but the stream wasn't like, nope. Nuh-uh. Event has ended, you cannot obtain more tokens, that's fine. I just want these 300 gemmies so when Karthathia comes around, we at least have one temple saved up, so we can basically lose 50-50 then. Because we have like 40 pity, we'll get 10 wishes from there, 600 from the maintenance. Hopefully we'll have enough to get like in close to pity. Also very loud, game very loud, what the hell. Quiet down a little bit. What is this crap? Okay. And then let's just lower this a little bit. Okay, that's better. Whee! Okay, before the servers close down, let's just do this thing. Yes, I don't know what this is. Proceed. Is it a story quest or is it like an event? I'm not sure. Because normally story quests like character companion quests and stuff give like 100 gemmies. This is giving 300 for some reason. I don't like. Why would she be special? Listen, it's not like she's Karthathia, right? So this shouldn't be special. This shouldn't be a story quest, right? Head to Tortilla Margarita between 8 and 12, right? So 8. Oh, she only wants to be out in the morning. Okay. Yay! Woohoo! 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 Alright. Wait. I just want to see no drop frames, no drop frames. Yay! We're living the high life. Okay, let's go. What the hell? Head to dine? This is between 8 and 12. Yo. They need to adjust their thing. Guys killing it. Colara? Ugh. I thought this was about Cocoa Puffs? Cocoa Puffs. This was about Cocoa Puffs.
Rover, fancy running into you here.
Also, it's not my fault for not remembering characters. Everyone's name starts with a C. It's confusing. Didn't you call us here or something?
Won't you dine with me?
Why do you have a
Margarita
pasta?
asked me to sample her newest pizza.
Ah,
but
but there's
goodness,
pasta.
These portions.
Oh, true. But damn, that's a lot of stuff. It's not just pizza. She's just covering it. She just likes to eat all of it. She might be short, but she can put away food like hell.
Did you hear what the Order's acolytes found while clearing the abandoned library? A manuscript of a poem with an accompanying music sheet.
Why was he looking at us? Oh no, he was looking at this dude. Oh, so we're gonna do some music stuff.
The public has already caught wind of its contents.
Didn't we do a quest related to
Did you know
this?
it was signed as Golden Anthem?
Wind of its contents? Oh. Well, clearly, since you're yelling about it. Ooh, the Fatutu guy.
I reckon the original finder fished it out the sea and put it in the library, not knowing what it was.
Ah. Last written aboard the Pilgrim Sail. I reckon.
Shh,
Okay.
shh, quiet.
Hmm.
They're criminals. You best not mention them in public.
The Fools? Secret Poet. Golden Anthem?
Shh. That name is not to be spoken of in Raguna.
Golden Anthem? Really? Why?
Simply put, the Golden Anthem was once a renowned poets' society.
Ah. Like Kachona is a part of that, I guess? I hope.
Their 3 members were once the Sentinel's cantors.
Hmm.
The order banished them for insulting the divinity.
Oh, that's because the Thenodian took over. Okay.
Allegedly, their pilgrim sail caught fire and none on board survived. And thus, their last known work disappeared.
So this is that.
Well, since the manuscript is no longer secret, how does the tune sound?
Well,
Give me a
since he's yelling
second.
at the top of his
Let
lungs and
me
telling everyone.
think. Hear that? It's exactly what they're playing now.
Oh. This is all weird. They're green now. She just keeps a gun on her at all times. Just shoots people willy-nilly. Damn. What just happened?
Well, it would appear they were possessed by daemons. Just
Demons?
as this very article suggests.
Oh, him without his mask. I want to punch him. We met this guy. Why is there a question mark? We know who this is. He's a Fatutu. It's you again,
Friends, it's been too
Christopher O.
long. I gather you were also listening in on that conversation about the Golden Anthem's last word?
Well, it was hard not to. He was literally yelling.
What did you mean by daemons?
Demons. He has a lips.
Resentful of the Order's verdict, they committed to paper a curse upon Rinasita and Raguna. Those
Oh.
favored by the divinity were the most willing to raise the blade of rebellion, for they alone knew how to make divinity bleed and doctrines crumble.
That's because they knew it was the Thenodian.
Though they died in exile to a great fire, their resentment festered in their music and poetry, transforming into horrors known as daemons.
So if you have resentment, you write music, you turn into demons?
Like the fire that dragged them to hell, these
There's a
demons
hell?
will spread throughout the land and burn all of Raguna.
Wait, they have a hell in this game? Cool, when is that patch releasing?
This article was recently published in the Raguna Literary Journal. Quite the perspective, wouldn't you say? Vengeance born of resentment. Such dark and twisted characters are hard to resist.
That's why you became one?
Perhaps someone unwittingly played that tune just now and opened the plushies to possession by the daemons.
But who?
Then again, it's all conjecture. Those in the Poets Society died years ago, and who's to say what really happened?
Dead Poet Society?
Now, if those vengeful spirits really do exist, well, out of all the patrons here, they went straight for you, Rover.
Because they know where the
Curious and
threat.
Curiouser. By the way, it just so happens that I made a copy of the Poet Society's last work.
Yeah, that seems just a coincidence. I'm sure you wrote it initially, and you're one of the guys.
Here, take it. Consider it a little souvenir from your spirited encounter. Maybe it'll prove useful later.
He just likes giving us weird stuff. He gave us a manuscript before as well.
Goodbye,
We didn't read
friends.
it.
A change of venue is in order. I must finish my play.
Oh, dear Lord. Can we shoot him? Can we shoot him in the back? Swept away by the storms are the cascades of the Water Kingdom. Wheat shaws lay drift in the village oaken wine mug. Village's oaken wine mugs. Prolonged night of summers, last souls wander between streets and alley. Withered leaves. Okay, this is very long. Drag them to hell. Something. Oh, this is the people cursing out. Okay.
Like the fire that dragged them to hell, these daemons will spread throughout the land and burn all of Raguna.
Is that really going to happen?
Unverifiable,
Hmm.
yes, but not entirely dismissible.
Is that really a
That
big
said,
threat?
a peculiar entity did indeed manifest, and it attacked you.
Well, most things like to attack us. We kind of draw a lot of attention.
So, let's start at the very beginning. I have a friend who's an expert in deciphering music.
We know
I
who should.
believe you've met her before. She
Yes.
who resembles Topaz should still be near Whisperwind Haven at this hour.
Resembles topaz, like the stone. Is the I'm stupid. Is the topaz stone green? Glad it's not here because it would overlap with Corlara's story quest.
In her world, poetry and music hold equal sway.
Nobody listens to poetry
Listen
anymore.
carefully.
This bird is very brave. Oh, that bird is sitting on her horn. That's so rude.
Follow the song to find her.
Oh, look at the animation. Nice. They gave her a smiling animation. Such hard work.
Rover, Carlotta, it's been too long.
Ooh, skipping animation too.
You really must adore that song. I remember hearing you sing it when I was little.
You knew each other as children? They're best buds.
When I was a child, whenever I passed by Chacona's house, I'd always hear music drifting from the courtyard. Lively, spirited, and so full of emotion.
They really spend money on her hair flowing animation. They're like, we're going to use it as much as possible.
I remember it well. Those two guards of yours were like giants from Septimont. Easily
Septimont.
200 pounds of pure muscle.
Ooh. Can we beat him up?
Back then, Chacona's family conducted the Order's choir.
Ah. Why not now? Then why is Kochona a wandering bard?
How should I put it? Well, as they say, families are always rising and falling. But a song is a song, whether sung in a grand hall or beneath the open sky. As for family matters, let the past stay where it belongs.
Ah. Don't want to talk about it. Got it.
Anyway, the two of you came in such a hurry. I suppose you're not here to take in the music?
We could be. Oh, that we're telling her. And she's like, oh, evil poetry that can make people...
So you eavesdropped on a man rambling on in C3 sharp, and then, poof, out pops a monster.
Rambling on in C3 sharp. Yep, you're missing the... How sharp is C3 sharp?
Let me see. It should sound something like this. About that, sharp rover.
Imagine if the voice actor really butchered it and that's not even C3 sharp. I have no idea how music works, so I have no idea what this is. Yep, then just as grotting?
I know, right?
Hmm.
We should suggest to Miss Margarita that she add new signage. Sing with civility. It starts with us.
Can we discuss restaurant etiquette later?
I have no idea what they're talking about. I'm kind of lost.
Of course. But I still need to know what kind of music could possibly have the power to conjure up those monsters of yours.
No, let's go sing in front of some plushies. But it wasn't plushies, it was Cristoforo, right?
The Golden Anthem. That name should never be spoken.
How did you get it? Did you get it because Cristoforo gave us?
They're criminals. To conspire with them is to risk banishment at sea. Or worse.
That's okay. The Order of the Deep can't harm us one bit. Yeah, you're too
Don't worry.
proud though.
This won't be the first time we've crossed paths with the Order.
Yeah.
Fine.
She's so short.
From what you've told me, the composers of this poem cursed Rinascita, spelling the fall of Raguna. When the poem is played, some type of horror appears. If I understand correctly, that's what attacked you and Carlotta.
Well, mostly attack us.
If you ask me, this story is a right load of codswallop. I don't believe a simple little poem could curse Rinascita.
Yeah, it was Cristoforo.
Then
We need to get to the heart of this poem and music mystery. Let me join you. I can't resist a good adventure.
Woohoo! Are you a bard or adventurer?
I'll help you find the link between the music and those daemons. But in return, I want you to hand these pages to me for safekeeping.
Sure. It's just a few sheets of paper. Sure, no problem. We don't care that much.
Then we have a deal. Since you believe this music summons them, how about we test it for ourselves? I've already memorized the sheet music.
Oh, perfect.
it's risky, but there's no surer way to find out. Wouldn't you agree, Rover?
Seeing is believing. I'm well prepared. I'm ready to fight. Seeing is believing. More. He's just so smiley. It's like something weird's going on in his head.
Work of poets banished to distant seas and condemned to death.
Woohoo! Honor their corrupted memories.
What, I wonder, did the verses forged in flames truly sing of?
That's one hell of a guitar. Well, guitar or lyre. I don't know what this is technically. Imagine she's attacked by the dragon. Woohoo! Let her play. More plushies are corrupted. So thematically, this is after the first, right? It has to be.
They are just like the ones that attacked us in the restaurant.
Mind the Ta-da! A grand overture.
She can kill them on her own. She don't need us.
Polyphony. A perfect chord. Listen. The trio of destiny.
Aerial stunt. Mamma mia! Avanti! Time for some
Oh god.
crowd work.
I didn't trigger the hit.
Mamma mia! Avanti!
Sprout of budding seeds.
Oh, we killed them all. There were a handful. Careful. Just take that green evil power. Tell us what it is. Ooh.
They burned in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last breath. Their last work is nothing but a curse upon us all.
It's just the belief in the poem that's making this stuff happen.
With our bodies to fuel the fire,
It's not really the poem.
inferno shall forge Raguna's true gold. Is it saying Raguna will burn to the ground?
Ooh.
They wanted their resentment to echo through the streets. Just by reading this, I can almost see their terrifying faces in the fire.
Okay.
These voices. They're people of Raguna, aren't they? I think I heard Mr. C3 Sharp in the mix.
Ooh.
If the poet's resentful souls gave birth to daemons, then shouldn't they sound like the poets themselves?
It's the people who believe that is causing this issue. But what triggered
Those
it?
voices were just people who read or heard their work.
Perhaps the voices themselves are what causes the daemons to manifest.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
In the legends, daemons are born of death and curses. But what we've seen isn't like that, no. They're more like horrors created from people's words and imagination.
And that's a good point. Like most demons are just imaginary things in your head. Most.
Of course, I'm just speculating. The voices were somewhat muddled. Perhaps I can refine the melody. This time, we need to listen harder.
Oh god, we'll get our weapons out.
Let's find out what the true story really is.
Can we get that original copy? That's Chokona's, tacit thing, right? Truth of Demons, as Chokona adjusts the tune of melodies from the remaining frequency, reshapes into a realm from within. You will learn the truth of their origin. Start.
This is a realm created from melodies. Music can transcend space and time to bring memories and stories to life.
Okay. This music sheet is no ordinary piece of music, is it?
No. Normally, you can't perceive the frequencies in a melody. But that manuscript lets you see the world as I do. That part with the daemons should be right here.
Okay.
They burned in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last breath. Their last work is nothing but a curse upon us all.
It's the same as what
It's the
we...
same as what we heard before. But now I see something. A balance scale with a crowd of people standing on one of the pans.
Oh.
What are they weighing?
The two
Positive and
sides of the
negative?
scale represent differing perspectives. Once a work is made public, its meaning no longer belongs to its creator alone, but is shaped by the interpretations of its readers. Perhaps it was a simple poem at first, nothing more.
But now it's
Then
corrupted.
that article claimed it was a curse upon Raguna. Given that members of the Golden Anthem were banished on the Pilgrim's sail and died in a fire, the notion quickly took hold.
Who wrote the article? Cristoforo?
No one knew exactly what happened, so they filled in the gaps with their imaginations. With motive and a complete story. Perhaps that's all it took for a lie to become the truth. Each time someone plays their last work, it summons daemons. This is the Golden Anthem's revenge and curse upon Raguna. But still, words and imagination alone cannot bring something into existence.
That's my thing. Otherwise, we would have had so much stuff. There would be no problems. Unless there's a resonator involved.
Yes. Someone must have used them to create the daemons. What if the mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows is the author of that article? Daemons are bound to their creator, so it might not be a coincidence you felt them target you at the restaurant.
It's Cristoforo.
There could be a connection between you and this mastermind. Or perhaps they have their own reasons for wanting to see you silenced.
Pick this option and find out what the story unfolds. Inspiration. Will these demons affect Raguna?
Imagination knows no bounds. If left unchecked, such incidents will only increase. For resonators, dealing with them isn't much of a challenge. But for ordinary folk, it's enough to spark panic across the city.
Also, they made nice
Finding the one pulling the strings should be our priority.
end current story. Okay. Also, it made nice plushies angry and mean. You know, the ones in the city. The real ending has some missing pieces. Let's try it again. What this is? Okay. Replay story. Replay in choir
This
choices.
is a realm created from melodies. Music can transcend space and time to bring No.
They burned in despair,
Perhaps it was a simple poem at first, nothing more. No one knew exactly what happened, so they filled in the gaps with their imaginations.
Unless there's a
Yes.
resonator involved.
Someone must have used them to create the daemons.
Inspiration
The
one.
mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows is the author of that article.
Okay, that's
Daemons
the
are
time
bound to
lock.
their creator. If the
How do we
daemons
catch
are
this
born from the
masterpiece?
public's imagination, then things will shift once we catch whoever is responsible for starting this in the first place.
Okay.
This mastermind has gone to great lengths to twist the facts, stirring fear and turning it into resentment.
Sure.
Maybe an attempt to cover up certain stories about the Poet Society. He must be tied to them somehow. If we can learn more about the Golden Anthem, we might be one step closer to catching him.
And current story?
Music and poetry are born from kindness and hope. Yet now they've been twisted to create these monstrosities.
Not always.
Whoever is behind this won't just sit back and watch. The thought of confronting them is already inspiring me to write a ballad. What should I call it? Which instruments would fit?
Our enemy hides in the dark, while we remain in the light. If that's the case,
We must become Batman and hide in the dark as well.
we need to split up. With your tenacity and Kona's expertise, we will uncover the truth.
And Opal?
Someone has pointed a gun at Cat's Eye.
Opal?
Someone ought to pull back the curtain and expose them. The family has its ways. Tracing the article's source and finding this mastermind won't be a problem.
So where do we start? Where should we
If
begin
we
our
find
investigation?
melodies connected to the Poet Society, I can bring the past into clearer focus. I've got it, Rover! I know a place where they've definitely left their mark. Let's go.
Ooh.
Onward to new melodies.
Woohoo! Oh,
I really admire the wind. It's free to go anywhere without restraint. If only it could carry my poems into the hands of everyone across the world.
what the hell is this? Oh god. They're really gonna make us sing all the way? Is there another box? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. What is this place?
Da-da! Welcome to Requiem Paradise.
Requiem Paradise.
This is where Raguna's musicians lay their old instruments to rest.
Ah, okay.
For the people of Raguna, the sea is everything. We live and sleep by the sea. And our souls
Sonodian.
drift out to sea when we pass.
That's Sonodian's doing. He likes the sea, I think.
Since an instrument is an extension of the musician, it's only fitting that it's buried by the sea. May its dreams be long and sweet before returning to the waves. I'm certain this is where the poets of the Golden Anthem laid their instruments to rest before their banishment.
Ah, that's smart.
What's wrong? You seem troubled.
Have you found any leads?
Is
We are
that
not
what's been on your
betraying our
mind this
first
whole
wife.
time? I say, if the answers aren't coming, let it all go and clear your mind.
Okay, my mind is already clear. There's nothing in it.
To be honest, I haven't found any leads either.
Yeah,
But worry not.
figured.
This is what we bards call a bottleneck.
Not just you, everyone. And you're kind of the bottleneck, aren't you? Wait. Okay. Okay. Wait, do we have any drop frames now? No, perfect.
Once, I spent 3 days just trying to find the right words to describe a tree. Couldn't do it. Not one word.
3. Done.
So, I stood under that tree and prayed for an apple to fall on my head.
Apple bearer.
You know, just like in those stories where inspiration strikes after an apple hits you.
Do you want to discover gravity?
At least you get a snack out of it.
And a head bump. Did an apple hit you?
Sadly, the apples weren't ripe and none fell. No free nibbles for me, unfortunately.
You could have just plucked them. What the hell? Oh, she can make an apple on her head. She has infinite apples. Doctors hate her.
Try it.
Oh my god, she can make apples. She is the apple tree. And we immediately die, Snow White
It's a
style.
real apple.
Later, when I finally decided to leave, I looked up through the gaps in the branches and suddenly saw a blooming flower atop a cliff. Turns out, even without an apple, inspiration may yet strike. But if I hadn't stood there, I might have missed that unexpected burst of beauty.
Very sweet.
So, maybe this is enough. Let's put aside heavy thoughts and continue our walk with a clear mind.
I'm starting to understand why Carlotta calls you Topaz.
Sunlit. Okay.
Is that so? But I'm nowhere near as dazzling as the sun. If anything, I'd rather be like Icarus in the story.
Melting away to his death.
Soaring freely in the sky, even if it means falling in the end.
Wait, if they know what Icarus is, they know what Greeks is, like Greek mythology and stuff. So did they have a canonical Greek like thing in this game now? Like, are we not in a fictional world and this is just supposed to be a future? Did you find any way, melodies and stuff?
I sense the melody of an instrument close by. Let's search for it.
Woohoo! Oh, optional, use the sensor. Okay, that was unhelpful. What is she doing? Let's just break all the boxes first. Oh, there's clearly an instrument right here. It's literally a giant ass lyre.
Is that a lute?
Oh, there's another one here.
Its echoes are faint. Perhaps because it's been abandoned longer than the previous two.
Previous
Some
two?
time to decipher it. Wait. The sound may be weak, but there's an undeniable strength to it.
Okay.
Rover, behind you!
I'm guessing we're supposed to get to the other ones first.
It seems this lute likely belonged to a member of the Poet Society. Which is to say, it holds the melodies they left behind. Bloom! Thanks for watching! A perfect chord!
Leave it to me.
The timbre also matches. I believe this lute is exactly what we've been looking for.
Okay.
Sometimes, even when the instruments are the same, the performer's mood can change the entire sound. For example, this lute doesn't seek to boast. It speaks softly, like a traveler sharing a story over tea in the warmth
It's
of an
also
afternoon.
broken. Right here, broken.
The true purpose of music is to express what words cannot.
It certainly has the style of a poet. Is she gonna collect all of them
Rover,
and
if
get a
there's something
power
you want
up?
to say but can't put into words. If you sing it, maybe I'll understand.
But I haven't even heard you sing yet.
True.
Me? Perhaps another time. Once all this is settled, I'll perform for you. Be sure to listen closely then. Now, it's in the lute's hands. I hope this melody holds a tale worth telling.
We skipped the first two dialogues because we went to the other thing. I didn't really see the loot. Or was it like, oh, there's something there?
Listen. I hear something up ahead. It seems like An interrogation room. This melody carries the weight of the Poet Society interrogation. Let's keep moving. Take care with each step. The melodies left by these instruments are extremely fragile. The realm we're about to enter will appear fragmented.
Ooh.
We may find ourselves straddling vast rifts in time and space. A single misstep could draw us into other melodies, leaving us lost within them.
Oh, okay. Damn. This is cool.
Farrell of the Golden Anthem. Know that Imperator is stern, yet merciful. The Codex teaches us that those whose sins are cleansed by the sea shall remain blessed by the sea.
Who wrote this codex?
It is a grave offense to slander the Sentinel. This includes your claim that the Sentinel's true form is a steed of the skies. I was told you found this lie carved on a lithograph. In the face of the tempest, a giant celestial steed carved a path for the Ark. How absurd. If you admit you were mistaken at tomorrow's trial and reveal where you have hidden the evidence, I will move mountains to protect you and your companions.
No, you won't. This is just a trap.
Remember, Imperator only responds to repentance, not silence.
I'm sorry, Sir Acolyte. I'm doing my best to cooperate. Please don't mistake my silence for defiance. It's just, this room is freezing, and I've caught a chill. Makes it hard to talk. I'm afraid that by the time I see the Sentinel, I will have lost my voice entirely.
Ooh.
Perhaps then, they will judge you for silencing a poor transgressor's confession.
As long as you repent and help us destroy those blasphemous poems and songs, the Sentinel shall show mercy.
The Sentinel already seems evil, so you know.
You are a wise man. I trust you will make the right choice. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Good night, Mr. Farrell. I will always be here should you wish to receive the Sentinel's mercy.
Nah, we'd rather
No need
die.
to worry, Sir Acolyte. In fact, I'm beginning to enjoy the cold.
Damn.
Neither official nor private records show them as having ever repented in the Cathedral of Mercury. This melody is fading fast. Let's check if there's anything nearby to amplify it.
Farrell's gone mad. He ought to have hidden the truth in our secret study. Why would he slip this dangerous knowledge into his poems and hand them out to children? We ought to have buried the truth.
Buried the truth.
What are you thinking?
It just occurred to me. Is that our mastermind's true aim? Not only to bury the past, but also to silence those who know the truth. Like you. To that end, he stirs panic to deepen Ragonese prejudice against the Poet Society, using this opportunity to create monsters born from our words. Words and music are weapons without form.
So basically this is to get the public against us.
I knew this was to be our fate. From the moment we uncovered that lithograph, I knew it would come to this. Still, I have no regrets. But if the Sentinel's true form is a flying steed, what does that make the Imperator we've pledged our faith to?
An evil one?
We've been living nothing but a lie.
The Order's stance is that the Poet Society concealed blasphemous works. Yet the Order themselves concealed the lithograph's existence. What were they afraid of?
The Poet Society discovered the Sentinel's true
That's
form.
right. You must have seen the Sentinel in the inverted tower. To keep the Sentinel's true form a secret, the Order ruined the Golden Anthem's reputation.
Did they know that that was the
I understand
Sentinel?
what Farrell was trying to do. We're not adventurous or mighty resonators. We don't even have the time or ability to determine whether that lithograph is real or fake.
Oh, it's real.
Farrell only wanted to share the voice of uncertainty. He hoped Someone might understand his doubts. Our fate has been sealed. All we can do now is choose what we believe and carry what we hope to be the truth to our graves.
They don't sound like they're full of hatred at all. If anything, they appear to have anticipated what would happen. During the interrogation, they kept their composure and did not offer fierce resistance. In fact, they even showed sympathy for the interrogator.
Also, it might be that the entire poem that's resulting into this entire thing is not even written by them.
Everything seems to revolve around the Order. Could they be the ultimate mastermind behind this?
We don't know that for certain. But at least we now know the Poets Society would never place a curse on Raguna. The melody is fading faster now and becoming unstable. We should leave. We can continue our discussion later.
Ooh.
Where is this place? A study? Chacona, are we? Chacona?
Oh, are we inside her head?
We must have gotten separated. Chacona did say even a slight misstep could draw us into other melodies. Am I?
In another melody?
To build a home here, like seabirds, dwell upon the water, just as countless stars dot the night sky. I don't know if what I'm feeling is right or wrong.
This is Kachona. We know
They were
this.
clearly the Sentinel's cantors. Why would anyone call them criminals who insulted divinity?
This is her mindset? Oh, we're on a book. We are at the height of knowledge. Okay. That's Kachona.
This is a poem I've never seen before. It's so different from what they used to write. Do not place flowers on my tomb, for I do not rest beneath the stone. I am the sea wind at Raguna's walls. I am a dawn that breaks through thorns. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold.
Oh. Were these the poems written by them?
Celestial steed, true form I behold.
Let's follow her for now. Well, she is Kachona. What else you gonna do? Is there a chest here? Literary work drawn from the variety of two sources, the creator and the reader. The creator gives it new life, while the reader helps extends it through reading. Each time they share a piece of work. Okay, too long. Why is the mouse being so annoying about moving? Are you okay, mouse? Yeah, it's not like responding properly. Maybe it's out of batteries. Need to charge it. Where's the charging cable for this thing? Ugh. Technical issues today are like routing so much. Where did I put that thing? Oh, I think that's the wire. Let me see if there's anything I can do. Let's check.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
Okay, we're back on the wire. All right. What is the... Okay, now it seems to be better. I think it just needed some food. Any chests? No. Weird picture. Paint, yes. Oh, we can't jump here. Oh.
The night sky will be illuminated by wings of flame, and I shall be reborn in immortal poetry.
Because they cannot banish the truth, the Order of the Deep instead banished us to the sea.
Oh, she saw this stuff.
Our thirst for truth is why we were cast out. No matter what, remember this. The truth will always exist. And the truth is gold that is unafraid of the fiercest of flames.
Yeah, but you still died, so what? I really hoped if there was this many like people involved.
But the sounds are coming from over there.
I would have really hoped they took this story to the line of like, okay, maybe then these guys were responsible for what led us to truly discovering the Sentinel's identity.
What is this place? Who are you?
She's clearly
She's
Kachona.
always been distant and aloof, but her true melody is both heavy and fragile. Chakona Toccata.
Toccata.
As long as you still draw breath, lift your eyes and look. With this poem, your life is eternal.
Okay. Are we gonna snap out of it? We snapped out of it. She's just like the beach. Why are you still sleeping? We have enemies. You need to run.
Rover? Rover, are you all right?
I saw you as a
Finally, I got
child.
you out of there. You must have been drawn into a different melody on our way out.
Recount what you saw in the study.
I just walked into his study and ran into a strange little girl.
Which was you. Don't call her
She seemed
strange.
quite taken with the Poet Society's work. She mentioned a name. Chakona Toccata.
Oh, that's her.
See. I don't know who you met, but Toccata is my family name.
Oh, well, she was talking about you.
As I said before, for family matters, let the past stay where it belongs.
Seems like you were loaded.
Just call me Chakona. We don't need to overcomplicate things. Well, we have made some progress. The melody we were in gave me a hint on what to do next.
Next stop is the order,
Yes.
right?
Seeing as they banished the Golden Anthem, we might find more clues in the Cathedral of Mercury.
Wait, there's nothing here anymore. Aww. That sucked. I wanted to check the other stuff that was there. I'm guessing that wasn't important to the story eventually. Also, since we are doing Chakona's story, we can do this. Since she'll be good enough to carry. No. Boom. What the hell? Naruto, run!
Photosynthesis, the fruit of everything.
Thanks for watching! Ta-da! A grand overture! Mind the tempo.
Oh, no echo. Is this where we were? Yeah, it seems like where we were. Now there's nothing there, no more like instruments here. Damn, that sucks. Okay. Going back to the sanctuary. Not the sanctuary, but the Order's residential area. But okay, we had some drops, not a lot, but some. which is acceptable to a certain degree. Stupid order. Oh. Why are we bothering children?
Have you found her yet?
Who?
She's not here either. Oh, greetings, brother and sister.
We don't know
Might
you.
I ask, have you seen someone dressed like us who likes to walk with her head down?
That's very descriptive, but no.
No. Razor doesn't like walking with her head down. She must have gotten into some trouble.
What are you all doing here? Those are some fine robes.
We're in the Order's choir. We're rehearsing hymns to sing at the ceremony. Racer is our lead chorister.
Oh,
We took a
Risa.
break from rehearsing to play hide and seek. But when the time ran out, we couldn't find her.
So she's technically still hiding and you want us to help you cheat?
Maybe she got
No.
mad at us because we sang badly. She hasn't smiled at us much since rehearsal started.
Are you Setsu? Dude, like what?
Can you tell your big sister here?
Where are
what
you
hymn
getting
you're
this
rehearsing?
information?
The teacher says it's a hymn to honor the brave knights and the sentinel's guidance. But Razor says the hymn was written by a bunch of criminals.
You and Chikana realize these criminals are in fact the members of the Golden Anthem?
Well, which way did Racer go?
She's
We can
possessed.
help you look for her.
Really? She went that way.
Then why aren't you guys searching that way? Why are you making us do all the work? Is there like chances of a chest here? I guess not. It's clearly this child. Okay, I don't like singing child, they're creepy. Oh god, she's killing a cat. Let's go save the cat. Oh no, oh no, oh, she's just petting it, okay. I thought she was possessed.
Such a beautiful voice, isn't it?
You're the laureate. And you are?
Wait, what do you mean she's the laureate? We are the laureate. I guess she meant us.
My name is Chikona.
Okay, we are the laureate.
A friend of mine.
Don't be scared. We're only here so that you can finish your game of hide and seek.
Hide and seek, right. Myron and the others are waiting for me. Sorry I've caused you trouble.
How about a little chat first? Something's troubling you. I can tell.
What? Of course not. The ceremony is coming up, and the choir still has so much to rehearse. I'm fine.
She's hiding it.
Young ones today have so much talent. If I had the chance, I'd love to learn how to sing hymns.
Don't you already know that?
No, our laureate here definitely knows how to sing hymns.
Ah, why is she throwing us under the bus? Yes, I do. You graciously accept this honor. Just tell me what's troubling you.
It's just... Before the performance, the choir has to listen to the same music, recite the same lyrics, and do the same rehearsals every day. What's more, the hymn we're practicing, it was composed by bad people. Teacher calls them heretic poets.
Then why are they making you rehearse it?
Myron and the others never complain. They're always eager to sing praises to the Sentinel on stage. But now their dreams are all dashed because of me.
Why?
Myron, Patero, and Shear's voices are in perfect harmony, but I can never keep up. And I don't like this hymn. Myron and the others are too young to realize that heresy is a grave offense, but I know.
Then why is the church making you sing this?
I just don't understand why the Order wants us to sing songs written by criminals.
Me too.
The more I thought about it, the more out of rhythm I became. In the end, I could barely sing at all.
But your singing just now was beautiful.
That song just now? I've already forgotten how it's supposed to sound.
Well, what do you think a hymn should sound like?
A hymn, as the books state, is a song of praise for the sentinel who leads the lost to the abundant lands.
No, not that. I mean, how does it make you feel? Try
Bad.
to remember what you were feeling when you were singing alone in the corner just now.
Oh, I didn't want to hold everyone back. And I really wanted to help everyone have a great performance at the ceremony.
Wow, such
Then hold
self-confidence.
on to that feeling. Let's rehearse again. You don't have anyone sitting in on your rehearsals, do you?
Huh? No.
Well then, the laureate and I will be the first to hear you perform.
Woohoo! How much is she gonna charge us? She's just trying to outshine them. How self-centered. She took the... Okay, we got the second story. Song from the past are sung once more. Hence, the choir's performance seems to have encouraged some trouble, as their pure voices are drowned by the chattering crowd. Why else is the order making them sing this, though?
This is a cathedral. That's the choir on stage, with the Poet Society leading them. Looks like it's a ceremony of some kind. It sounds like...
The Poet Society reading them. As for a song to glorify the order's reign,
On the surface, yes. The Order certainly upheld Raguna's prosperity and stability. The poets, praised for their songs to honor the Sentinel, earned the Order's favor. Despite their banishment, their works still serve the Order's cause today. But this, my friend, doesn't strike the right chord we need to follow. Simply knowing the Order once stood with the poets doesn't reveal the true reason behind their banishment.
okay, replay story. Resume from choices.
It sounds like a song celebrating the knights who defeated the Tacit Discords at Whisperwind Haven. Wait. Someone's approaching the stage.
Degenerates! Arrogant hypocrites, every last one of you! You have no idea what happened! Not at all!
Oh.
Has the Order reduced our sacrifices to mere tales to be told over tea? The Sentinel's blessing! Ah! Where were you when we fought the Tacit Discords at Whisperwind Haven? Where were any of you? Where was the Sentinel? We didn't fight for the Sentinel or for the damned Order. We fought for ourselves. You're nothing but hypocrites.
This is madness! Who is this madman? Someone remove him from here immediately. Do not be deceived. All knights who rode into that battle wielded swords sanctified by the Order. They fought in the name of divinity.
How is it that in every media or games or whatever, movies, the evil people who are running the religion have religious authority completely, but not the good ones? Well, not fully completely. If there's a good force, although religions normally don't be displayed like that, but they don't have any power.
What he said about the common folk, is it true? Tell me, were they also sent to fight at Whisperwind Haven? I must see it for myself.
What a mess. I suppose this incident is what changed the Poet Society.
For the worse. The cathedral gate is open. We should leave now.
Why is this passageway so long? This is the same study I stumbled into in the realm of melodies.
Afternoon tea! Yes, please. Your tea and biscuits, miss. I'll reapply the medicine once you've finished.
Medicine?
Next time, no more climbing walls. Understood?
She doesn't have horns.
Fun. I was trying to... There, I understand. You've always been a curious child. You saw something terribly interesting and snuck out to take a closer look. Wait. Is it raspberry? My favorite. Huh? Ow! Look at this. This book says the flower doesn't live long. But that's silly. I know it can survive the coldest of winters. Maybe one day, I'll become a great bard. A proper one. Who never makes mistakes like this.
Everyone makes mistakes.
This study is a secret. You must never tell a soul. I understand. But I've always wondered, why do people say they're guilty? There are so many interesting poems and songs here. Why won't Father let me see them? Oh, you'll understand when you're older, miss.
End of current story. I really hope I don't have to wait 24 hours to end this event.
What splendid singing! Even the laureate was enraptured.
Ooh.
Did wonderfully.
Woo.
Thanks to you, I figured it out. Sincerity is
What are
truly
these things?
matters when we pray and sing praises to the Sentinel.
Lights?
Yes. A hymn isn't just a few lines of history. It is shaped by your feelings and experiences. A hymn may differ in each person's eyes, but its resonance and meaning are universal. I hope you'll give the audience a spectacular performance on the day of the ceremony.
Woohoo. Krishna leaves to rehearse with the other children. Okay. Let's starts to ask a question about what you saw in the melody.
So, what did you see in Razor's melody?
The hymn's
The Poet
backstory.
Society was criticized for glorifying the knights over the common folk during one of their hymn performances. Their assumptions were challenged, so they traveled to the knights' encampment at Whisperwind Haven to verify the truth for themselves.
This incident may have been the turning point for the Poet Society. Did you find any other clues?
I steer straight into
Next
another
time
melody
we venture
again.
into the realm of melodies, perhaps we should tie our hands together to stop you from getting lost.
Will that work? It's a realm of
If the Order's
melodies.
choir is pointing us to Whisperwind Haven, then that's where we'll find more clues. Let's go.
This was an odd shot. Why not look for the actual, the actual poem? And why were these children singing an evil poem? So-called evil, but still, I'm kind of confused.
I've heard of these nights during my travels. This should be where their old encampment stood. But there don't seem to be any instruments, poems, or music here that carry the memory of a melody. Let's try searching the area first.
Haha, bravo. Let us sing together on this occasion with Raguna City behind us. At long last, we've arrived where the knights once camped. Oh, the mischievous knights living the way of Carlochi. We build bonfire at night and admire the windmill during the day. We play music and sing together under the turning sails. The townfolk call us bonfire bards. When the windmill comes to rest, we go chasing along the rivers and lakes. But all of these are nothing like flying across the field on a clear day. From the air, I glance down at this land, wrinkled by time, sunlight blanketing over the pillars of the night's collapsed ruin, where a 1,000-year-old tree stands in its silent vigil, with its roots sprawling across the stone carves. As the wind carries me across the lake and lake surface, the reflections of the red roof tile of the Igala town glimmers and dances like a pomegranate seed scattered on the top of a sheet of blue sky. A red topped windmill overlooks the town, slowly turning and beckoning homebound travelers. Is it telling us to go to this town, Igla town?
These bonfire poets were no doubt members of the Poet Society.
Ooh.
The note says they had wandered the area looking for inspiration. To find the melody, we should try to follow the route they once took. Perhaps inspiration will strike us along the way.
Okay, that's one hell of a path. This is Agla town, right? Oh, no, no, up, up, up.
This was the last stop on their route. Oh, the view just now as we soared in the sky was just breathtaking. What is it? Has anything come to mind?
It's the wind.
Yes. How did I miss that? The wind is the finest recorder of melodies. It rises from the primal, churning endlessly, echoing in our ears without end. I believe the melodies left by the Poet Society were witnessed by the wind, and it will carry them to us.
What are you
Playing a
doing?
tune, of course. I want to capture the mood they must have felt when they were here. I'm curious as to what they left behind.
Whoa. Kachana played the instrument, the minstrels, and the melody of the Poet Society fills the
Rimbo
air.
and Selena must have returned to Raguna by now. That lithograph of the Sentinel's true form. It has to be here somewhere. Did that gentleman guide us intentionally? Who exactly was he?
Gentleman.
Stuffed with papers claiming to be a common artist traveling in search of inspiration.
Christopher.
Yet he spoke like a nobleman. But I can't afford to think about that now. If not for his help, we'd still be singing praises to a false sentinel. He's right. We cannot continue to sing for the Order anymore. We must enlighten the people of Raguna.
Don't do that by
They
yourself.
deserve to know the truth.
You're gonna die.
The Knights of the Order defend only the Order's interests, and so the time has come for us to become knights for the people of Raguna.
It seems someone told the poets the truth about the Sentinel, and even suggested they stop singing solely for divinity and begin singing for the common folk as well. On the surface, what our mystery man said makes perfect sense. He even has knowledge of Imperator's true form.
Yeah, but
This
how?
lithograph is evidence the poets were telling the truth.
What hidden lithograph? It's hidden somewhere over here.
Is this form of the Sentinel the same as the one you saw at Avenolium?
Yes. The majestic steed carved into the lithograph looks the same as the sentinel you saw before, like twins.
So the poets were indeed banished for uncovering the Order's secrets. Even under interrogation, they held their silence. It wasn't until they met this mysterious man and learned the truth that they chose to become Knights of Raguna. Resentment and curses are not songs of their own style. As for the true mastermind, we still have no direct proof linking him to the Order. We must confront his lies and put an end to these Daemon incidents.
What lies? I guess making them seem evil. Oh yeah.
But once the truth of the Golden Anthem at Imperator is revealed, it will no longer be just a matter of daemons. But is now the right time?
The will of the people is strong. This mastermind is so sure that the lies about the Sentinel will go undiscovered, and that no one will easily believe the truth.
Or he wants to push people towards the
The
truth.
truth exists to be uncovered. All we need is to plant the seeds of doubt in the people's hearts, and let them take root and grow.
Yes. Let's get going then. We'll go back to Margarita's. It's where our story began, and it's where it must end.
Oh. Margarita. Margarita. Talk to us.
Margarita.
You are very important.
Well, hello. If it isn't Rover and Chacona.
Give us pizza. The two of you already know each other? Well,
Mr. Connor's
yeah.
a regular around here, you know. I've even
He
asked
eats
her to
like
perform a few times.
crazy.
Helps bring in the crowds.
Fair, fair. Also, this is their homeland. Why are you saying like, oh, do you two know each other? Like, dude, they obviously live here. They would know more people than you.
Actually, I've come to ask a favor of you today, Miss Margarita. I'm sure you've heard the rumors circulating lately about the Poets Society's legacy.
Yeah, we were
There's
attacked
something
here.
important we'd like to share. Could you help us gather everyone?
Not a problem at all. Did you make any big discoveries? I'm so curious about what actually happened. It's driving me nuts.
Margarita agrees to your request and begins to gather an impressive crowd. Hear ye, hear ye. We declare fart. You and Chacona take your place on the impromptu stage, and curtain poised to raise.
We'll begin when you're ready.
Yep, let's go. You're back at the Margaritas, ready to uncover the truth behind the demon, but instead of announcing the truth, Chacona asks the crowd a few questions, claiming the answers will reveal at the Odyssey Opera House in the following days. You guess she's trying to gather a bigger audience, and today is but a race of the curtains.
The poets did board the Pilgrim's sail, becoming the stars of their own final act. We all know how that tale ended. A great fire consumed the ship, dragging it to icy depths, and the poets of the Golden Anthem with it. But hear this. Banishment did not breed hatred in their hearts for our city, and the flames did not scorch a curse into their music or poems. If you wish to hear their true voices once more, seek them at the Cathedral of Mercury. The children there still sing hymns written by the poets of the Golden Anthem. And yet, not a single daemon has appeared. Even as those poets faced their end.
They did not surrender to
As
hatred.
the fire filled the ship's cabins, they penned their last poems with death drawing near. Perhaps they were greeted by the Sentinel in their final moments. Or perhaps they fell silently toward death. If the poets truly meant to curse Raguna, why would they write such obscure poems? Why not simply leave their works behind in Raguna? No. Their last words were hastily written as the flames closed in. This charade, it was carefully crafted, twisting their work to conceal the truth. We already have... No.
You notice Chacona deliberating something?
Tomorrow, at the Odyssey Opera House, I will reveal the truth. Until then, I thank you all for your patience.
End of story.
This can't... this is very confusing.
Previously.
Sorry.
Loria, is this all
Rude.
real? What do you mean by the truth? Did you discover something?
Hey, give the woman some importance.
The poets of the Golden Anthem, they were...
And there he is, the evil mastermind.
Fascinating story indeed. You've certainly piqued everyone's curiosity. The speech you made just now, you're implying the poets of the Golden Anthem were framed and their works deliberately misinterpreted.
By whom?
Exactly. Someone used the story of the Golden Anthem to stir the public's curiosity. This is what created the daemons.
If memory serves, official records of the Order of the Deep state the poets were charged with blasphemy against the Sentinel. Surely you're not suggesting this was all the Order's doing? I dare say, such remarks would be considered a grave crime, punishable by banishment.
Are you from a noble family? The city's elite have a habit of siding with the Order.
Ooh, good.
I'm afraid you misunderstand. I admit, I do get that question quite often. I am but a traveling playwright. Your presentation brings me back to a play I wrote in my youth.
When you told them about the truth.
A group of birds locked inside a cage. Convinced they will never fly, they do nothing but stand on a perch. Then, one day, the cage door opened. The young birds flapped their fragile wings attempting to fly, but plummeted to the ground, one by one. Many consider their fate a tragic one. What say you?
I see it differently. Even if they met their end falling into the abyss, they still had a chance to glimpse the sky and
They had a chance to live.
And what of those who chose to remain in the cage, having witnessed their predecessors fall to their demise? Will they dare to reach for the skies after realizing the cost of choosing to fly? Does the truth exist to protect or to harm?
The truth exists. Its purpose is not to protect or harm. It must be acknowledged. Then and only then can we choose right.
Miss Poet, I look forward to tomorrow's arrival.
So he's shaking her confidence. Douche. Colada!
A splendid retaliation. I witnessed all of your performance. Like everyone present, I too eagerly anticipate tomorrow's arrival.
How's everything on your end?
As expected, the Order's fingerprints are all over it. According to our inside sources, it was none other than acolytes from the Order who salvaged the poet's lost works from the wreckage. They've long known of their existence and hid the poems in the Order's library. It's possible this was a sham all along. Choosing to make it public now likely means they're using those poems to obscure the real truth. Now, considering the fact that the untraceable article first began circulating among poets, musicians, and playwrights alike, I think it's fair to say its author is a regular of such secret circles.
Playwriter?
He may even be the resonator we've speculated about. His collusion with the Order is why these rumors are allowed to run rampant in the streets. I'll have someone follow this secret circle's trail and see what we can find.
Splendid
We
work.
should also share these findings with Chacona. As a poet, her insights would be much appreciated.
Yeah, she also met the culprit just right now. You search but find no sign of Chacona. She's pissed.
That's
Well, how dare
strange.
we talk to
She was
Colada?
just there a moment ago.
Just like when we were children. Gone without a trace. And she and her family disappeared without even a goodbye. Ms. Margarita, have you seen Chacona?
Miss Chacona? She was squirreling off towards the harbor earlier. I thought that's where you were meeting, so I didn't say a word. She did look quite down, though. Never seen her wear such a gloomy face before.
Thank you for letting us know, Ms. Margarita.
Why don't we split up and look for her at the harbor?
Yeesh. There she is. Right there. Haba. Haba. Earlier, before Chacona walked to the harbor,
The young birds left their cage, flapping frail wings as they fell to the ground.
I never thought his words would reach into the depths I sealed away so long ago.
ooh,
Coming here implies you worry about tomorrow's outcome. You intend to reveal the truth of the Sentinel to the public. But that revelation, it comes with a price. One you've paid before as a child. Remember?
as a child. because of her, some people got deported.
This is the past.
And here I thought you'd be much wiser than this.
Acolyte interrogator.
You know the dangers of pilgrimage, yet you all still cling to the same reckless path. Tell me, what drives such stubbornness?
The
Are
truth
these
has
the-
its thorns, and the golden anthem has already paid its price. Do you wish to relive their fate?
Is that what you're trying to tell me with your play? But you know nothing of how the Golden Anthem responded.
Allow me to share the answer, Sir Acolyte. Do you remember the very first voice from the heavens? The one the people of Rinascita kept alive in their hearts as they built their homes on this land? Surely you've seen The Golden Bough, yes? A play where people from various clans wear masks, singing and celebrating together. An occasion you now call Carnival.
The Golden Bough.
And what of it?
It is words and songs. We are not your enemies. What you face here is something that is hard to describe, something I call reverberation.
Reverberation?
It exists forever. And you can never defeat it.
You pitiful fool. Off to the seas with that reverberation you believe in so dearly.
The Order of the Deep seeks to banish us to the seas because they know they can't banish the truth.
Hear that? The bell they tolled. I will be the one to carry its sound forward.
You will be among them? Was she among them as well?
The parallels, so striking. Just like the day the Poets Society boarded their sail. You, Chacona Takata, blaspheming against the Sentinel. So this is the resonance they babbled on about. After all these years, another group of fools is ready to march down the same path.
But you don't have the Thenodian at your back now.
Always those who believe the Sentinel is some damn horse. The poets were at least clever enough to hold their tongues, but you have the nerve to parade your blasphemy through the streets.
I do
Almost
feel
makes
the
those
pressure
poets
that's on her.
look noble by comparison.
Is that so, Sir Acolyte? I do hope you dream of this sentinel of yours every night, then.
Spare me your sarcasm, you insolent bard! You're nothing but a mouthy relic, the last of what remains of your wretched family. Do you not repent for your crimes?
What did her family do? Or was accused of, at least?
Ah, so you've already tasted their fate, haven't you? You and your family. Banished in the name of blasphemy.
Ah.
Such a dramatic turn of events. As cantors of the Sentinel, both the Takata family and the Poet Society committed the same crime. Tell me, what is the connection between you and those poets?
They were my uncles.
You're nothing but a figment of my imagination. None of this concerns you. It was a price we were willing to pay. We have no regrets. When I was a child, I lacked the ability to prove the Sentinel's true form. But now, with the inverted tower shifting and the prophesied laureate among us. I believe the opportunity has presented itself for the truth to be...
Opportunity. Indeed. The moment of choice dawns once more. Do you intend to repeat history? This time, dragging Rover along with you, boarding the pilgrim sail and clinging to hope as the storm carries you away.
We can take these acolytes on.
Isn't
Come on,
this
man.
what you're afraid of? You've unraveled the hand behind it all. But the Order will never allow such truths to see the light. Rover, Miss Carlotta, and all those you've gathered along the way will be forced to bear the consequences of your quest for the truth. And perhaps even that blessed maiden whose whereabouts remain a mystery to this day. Even so, will you two still insist on stepping onto that stage tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely.
Have you really made your choice? I look forward to the arrival of tomorrow, Miss Poet.
It's us.
Is this Chacona's sheet music? She was here. The vision I just saw seems to have been recorded from this. Chacona mentioned she always writes down her melodies on manuscript paper. Could this be?
Wait, the title of this section?
The Golden Anthem?
Is she dissolved into her own frequencies?
An interrogation room. Being here reminds me of the many unanswered questions still hidden within these melodies. The girl in the Poet Society's study must have been Chacona when she was little.
You just figured that
What
out?
happened last time was no accident. As the performer, her own melodies got entangled in the mix. But why was she there? And why are the Takata family and the Poet Society accused of the same crime?
Thank you for understanding everything.
You're talking to me? You're talking to me?
Is there anyone else here besides you?
I guess. This didn't happen last time. You're Chacona, right? Chacona.
You must have touched the Golden Anthem's music sheet. This is the story it holds. To be able to touch it means you're someone I can trust.
Nah, you just left it on the street.
I am yesterday's child of ignorance, the actor now on stage, and the banished sinner of tomorrow, Chacona Takata.
What really happened back then?
Let me tell you, the story of the Golden Anthem doesn't just belong to the Poet Society. It also belongs to me, Chacona Takata.
These tales belong not only to the member of Golden Anthem, but also to Chacona Takata. You meet a little girl once more. She is neither of the past nor of the present. She doesn't truly exist at all. She carries all of Chacona's story, revealing the truth in this very place.
This is how it all started. A mysterious person showed the poets the truth about the Sentinel. Then they decided to become Knights of Raguna. Back then, besides the conductor, there were others who helped organize things. That was us, the Takata family. It didn't take long for the Order to notice us. To keep everyone safe, they gave my father a key to a study. Inside, there were papers that could have destroyed the Order, if anyone would even believe them in the first place. It was blasphemy, but my father didn't hesitate. He took the key right away.
Was the fire on the Pilgrim Sail really an
As
accident?
you've already seen, I was also banished. You've probably heard a lot about the Pilgrim's sail from Brant.
Yep.
Usually, the food and water in those ships aren't enough to get the people where they need to go. Even if they made it, the cold would get them. But on that ship, The Order made sure there was nothing. No food, no water, nothing. And there were only 3 fools on board. As for the fire, the poets started it themselves.
Why?
In the past, everyone thought they were brilliant cantors. But inside, only they understood how fake and arrogant all their poems and music really were. In their last moments before death, the poets just wanted to leave something real behind. But it was so cold out at sea, and wood for fire was already running low. So they set the cabin on fire, and met their ends in the flames.
So they were cold and they burned themselves?
In the world they dreamed of, poets would no longer be shackled, and everyone could sing freely. That was their wish for the future when the curtain fell. With our bodies to fuel the fire, the ensuing inferno shall forge Raguna's true gold. But the Order was afraid. They didn't want any loose ends. So they went to salvage the ship's wreckage.
The poets gave their legacy to Tikona
Golden
family?
Anthem gave my father the key. At first, he wouldn't let me near it because I was too little. It wasn't until my mother, my uncle, and the rest of my family were one by one escorted onto Pilgrim's sails.
Oh.
Then it was his turn.
And he gave the
I
keys?
still remember the day he handed me the key. The smile on his face.
Don't see it as a burden, my child. Remember, true courage isn't hiding it away in your heart. Raise it like a torch, just like the sun, so it can light the way for others. Only this kind of courage can rid your father of the cowardice he showed toward you and your mother. Never forget, you are a Takata.
Father wanted to tell everyone. So the Order put him on a pilgrim sail with the same charges. And that was the last time I saw him. Later, after I became a wandering bard and poet, I started to feel what was in the melodies of the poets and my ancestors. A sincerity like none other. I wrote songs, weaving the stories my father and the poets discovered into musical scores. But what awaited me was the Order's banishment.
But then how were you back?
The Poet Society and our family could never prove whether the Sentinel's form is really that of a celestial steed. All we could do was hold on to our suspicions and the possible truth, waiting for someone to prove it. Now that someone has come, he has reached the inverted tower. Now, I have that choice again. Do I reveal the truth? Always worrying about my next meal, wandering from place to place, being chased by acolytes. I'm used to it, but this time, I have you and my friends with me. I can't let you all repeat my fate. If we step onto that stage tomorrow, the Order will not stand idly by. He might even come after you and Carlotta.
Like I said, the truth exists to be uncovered. I've made my choice. And once everyone hears the truth, I believe no one will question the choices you all made in the past. There are hints of the sea inside Jacona's melodies. You should take greater pride in being a poet.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding everything. Let's open the doors. I hope this time, the story ends differently.
Woohoo! She's finally gonna reveal the entire truth.
This song, it's the one she performed last time. The melody is the same, but why does it sound so sad this time?
Facing?
So, Miss Poet, have you made your decision?
This is a poem I've never seen before. It's so different from what they used to write. Do not place flowers on my tomb, for I do not rest beneath the stone. I am the sea wind at Raguna's walls. I am a dawn that breaks through thorns. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold.
I know what you're thinking. You're worried I might end up on the same path you did. Go on.
All the hopes will set us free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise gild our wings. Let the twilight soothe our skin.
Follow your heart. I'll be with you. Till the end.
I like how Rover is like a secondary character. It's more her story. It's really nice. It's like she's the one who has to make the ultimate choice. And we're just here to support her.
And the laureate roving in a foreign land. Together, we rise up against the order of the deep itself. But as long as the seeds of doubt are planted, the kindling in Raguna will eventually ignite to forge its true gold. There! Now, how's that for a story worth telling?
Just like A Knight's Tale.
Speaking of which, have you ever read that novel? It's about a knight on a quest to challenge a giant in the name of justice.
Not the time. Let's go tell the
Knight is
truth.
also accompanied by a squire. Time after time, they throw themselves at the seemingly invincible giant. I am no Montelli, acolyte of the Order of the Deep, or Knight of Raguna.
But you are your family.
But still, I shall lead the charge. Yahoo! Mount up, Sir Knight. To battle we go.
Woohoo! Is this gonna be the... Oh, okay. Reveal the truth on the stage between... Oh, there's a specific time. 12 and 16. Who's gonna be up that time? Like, people go for shows like at night, not at this time. Oh, okay. Let me just fix my goddamn chair. Some of you guys been so annoying. Okay, that works.
Nice and easy.
Woohoo! Let's break down the order. Is it really just gonna happen in her story? The acolytes aren't here. The acolytes have way too much power. They control the knights as well. Night echoes.
As the forgotten songs rise once more, a tale of the past I shall tell. This is the story of those who were accused of blasphemy. They were once poets, singing songs for the divinity and the order. This is how their music became known to all. Until one day, they stumbled upon a truth that could not be proven. The Sentinel, whom we've always revered, is not what they seem. The true divinity granting us blessings is a majestic celestial steed that gallops across the high seas and soars through the skies. And the teachings in our scriptures? Lies. Lies told to us by the Order. Ask yourselves this. Why would Imperator, who once sent Renacita voices from the heavens, allow their people to suffer aboard those pilgrim sails? How could poets who once sang the praises of the Sentinel come to curse and resent Renacita, a land they loved so much? People of Renacita, have you ever wondered why the Order forbids us from seeing their earliest scriptures? Why did none of the fools that boarded the Pilgrim's sail ever thank the Sentinel?
The acolytes are making their move.
Imperator and Raguna have always stood united, yet lately, they seem to have vanished from our dreams. Why is that?
Chikona Takata, in the name of Imperator and Primus Fenrico, you are hereby under arrest. You will face the full weight of the law at the Order Penitentiary.
Is that so? And what are the charges this time, if I may ask?
Blasphemy!
The same as the one she's speaking of.
The same old tricks again. Is this how the Order intends to keep the truth hidden?
Save your empty words for your confession to the Sentinel.
And time to kick ass.
Damnation! She's not working alone!
Yay!
Farewell, Sir Acolyte. Oh, and just a little tip for you. Keep your eyes on the audience below. Let's see how much of the Order's hypocrisy these empty words can unveil. I have faith. The music of the Golden Anthem will one day echo across Raguna's skies again.
So we literally yeeted her out. I would have liked a little bit of a nicer battle at the end. Like the Order just sending us echoes and echoes after us.
A masked hero suddenly appeared, rescuing the bard right when she was about to be apprehended by the Order.
That mask really doesn't cover our identity, bro.
But that's a story for another time. You know what this means for you, right? Even with a mask on, people will still recognize the laureate.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. The mask. This isn't Superman. I told you I'd stand by your side. So we're ride or die in this.
Criminal by the Order.
So I guess that makes us partners in crime.
Now this is what a real poet, no, wait, a real knight is supposed to be.
Ooh, she upgraded herself from a poet to a knight. That's a cute story, though.
Well then.
Time to listen.
This room
is our final stage. Now, it's your turn to step onto it.
Woo!
You will witness a different world.
You arrogant hypocrites!
Led by curiosity and wonder, you step forward.
I am the gentle sea breeze, sweeping through Whisperwind Haven and towards Raguna's high walls.
Have you decided on your answer? I look forward to the public trial.
Perhaps our fates are not so different after all.
It is time, sinner against the Sentinel.
But you...
I will continue to sing.
As long as there are those who breathe and see.
My eternal summer will never fade.
Brother. Aww. Fun story, really fun.
Do you feel it? The breeze from Whisperwind Haven. You can even catch the faint scent of wet grass. Next thing you know, maybe an apple will fall on our heads. Or maybe a big grey wolf will leap out and chase a squirrel down a rabbit
I think
hole.
the apple is more likely.
Thank you, Rover.
No, thank you.
I
Now
don't have the Blessed Maiden's miracles, nor the powers of a hero. I'm just a wandering bard.
But you have Aero Erosion, which is pretty strong.
The only thing I can offer is to immortalize this moment. I will carry all the stories about you with me.
That will carry you with us in a bag.
By the way, I met a man at Margarita's who claims to be a playwright. You should watch out for him.
Is he going to be a New York star? A playwright. I've met a playwright as well before.
I'm not entirely sure who he really is, but my guess is that he might be the resonator who's been working with the Order.
I'll keep that in mind.
Here, you can have this music sheet. I'm heading off on a new mission.
Wait, you still have to tell more people. What kind of mission?
An escape mission. Starting today, I'm no longer just a wandering bard. I've got the Order hunting me now. A journey like this, it's begging to be written into a story.
Then I can't wait to hear you.
Don't you worry. I still remember our promise. About the song I wrote you. We will meet again, and I'll sing it for you, I swear.
Aww. Now they want us to pull her so we can hear her sing.
After all, we're partners in crime now.
Woohoo, partner. And the apples keep falling. Yay! Aw, that was a good story. That was a really good story.
My Lord Primus, it seems your plan has not gone quite as you'd hoped. You sought to revive the Blasphemous Poets Society, spreading their legacy to stoke the fires of prejudice, and through my aid summon daemons to sow fear across Raguena City.
I care not for labels of good or evil. My only care is Raguena's order and chaos. Fear is but one tool among many to maintain stability.
Evil shit that evil people say.
Ah, truly the words of one in possession of great power. Such lines are rare, even in plays. And yet, why do you seem so restless, Lord Fenrico? This is hardly the character I expected from you. Is it that foreign laureate that unsettles you so? Or perhaps that insignificant Toccata girl?
She ain't that insignificant anymore.
Or is it something else you seek?
Out of respect for our partnership, some things are better left unsaid.
Of course. As you will, Lord Fenrico.
Ah, so he's gonna be the final boss, Lord Fenrico.
Wait. You were the one who led the Poet Society to that lithograph, weren't you?
Ooh.
I've heard whispers of your presence at Whisperwind Haven around that time. Whenever you were asked, you claimed to be seeking inspiration. Why are you doing this?
As you've said yourself, out of respect for our partnership, some things are better left unsaid.
Ooh, so mysterious. He's double-crossing
There was no
you.
deception. Indeed, I was seeking inspiration. In the end, I found a story about birds in a cage.
So maybe it wasn't him.
The birds, having uncovered the truth, must decide. Will they choose to fly into the unknown, or remain caged within the familiar? Ah, Lord Fenrico, a word of reminder. Just as the young Toccata mentioned, how long has it been since you last dreamed of your true divinity? Armed with a wooden spear and a broken helmet, the knight charged at the windmill. His squire, ever loyal, trailed close behind as if becoming one with the knight. Together they charged again and again, true knights in spirit, ignoring the countless wounds they bore.
Is the main church guy also scared of losing his power and authority since he doesn't even know the truth about the Sentinel?
Truly astonishing. Even if you took such a script, what could you possibly accomplish, Hecate?
Hecate? Wait, Hecate, is that the weekly boss that we fight? Woo! Okay, cool. Each have obtained awards. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So the correct ones gave us like gemmies. And the other two we are still getting. Okay, nice. We won't be able to cover all of them, but we will be able to cover some.
Banished and forever stripped of the right to sing for the Sentinel and the Order. That much is true. The Order's records say as much. But there's still something missing. If such an important melody is lost, we won't be able to find the link between the poets and the Order.
Okay. Replay story.
Maybe because you went to Avenolium and uncovered some of the truth the Order is desperate to hide. It will take a lot more than that to even leave a scratch on you. Perhaps they're having someone else do their dirty work. That just makes finding the one pulling the strings a top priority.
Okay. And then we have two more. We'll clear this, but we won't be able to clear that.
A fire, seemingly forged from the depths of hell, destroyed everything, leaving nothing but ash behind. And so, their work too was swallowed in the flames? That doesn't quite add up. If hellfire was all that remained from the Pilgrim's sail, then could they really have been trying to curse Raguna? If that were the case, well, shouldn't the curse have come true?
They weren't the ones.
That's an awfully big assumption. What if they never boarded the Pilgrim's sail at all? What if none of them perished in that fire? That begs the question, who was on that ship? Who started the fire and spread the rumors about the Golden Anthem? Another poet, intimately familiar with the poets of the Golden Anthem, you say? If such a person exists, then why haven't the Golden Anthem stepped forward to prove their innocence? No, that's not it. This will take the story in the wrong direction.
Oh, she seems so angry. I guess that's as far as we can go for now. And then for these, we will have to wait at least 2 days. And we'll try. Hopefully, I don't know what this is. Okay. I guess the final chapter will have some. I guess we'll have to do a part 2 of this event eventually. But we did get like some gemmies and stuff. Hopefully we have 1600 now. Let's see how many gemmies we got. Oh, almost there, almost there. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Oh. Okay, we can make up for the 20 gemmies we don't have from underground. Treasure spot, track. Dude. Ah. I guess we're teleporting here first. I would really like to get to this spot. And then we can have hopefully enough gemmies to...
Leave it to me.
Is this the way? Do you know the way? I guess we're going up. How am I supposed to get there? Yo. Wait. This place is the most confusing place I've seen.
Remnants of the past.
Okay, that kind of makes up for it. Like we have all the gemmies we need. Woohoo! And with the pity level being at, well, it's not available right now. I think we have 40 pity, so 50 with this and 60 with that. I don't think we're gonna have more than like 25 pulse, so probably. But maybe we'll continue to farm, but mostly we're gonna wait for the update since the game isn't gonna be available for 6 hours. So see you in the next version. Bye bye.